बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। उम्मीद है आप खैरियत से होंगे। मेरा नाम सिद्रा वानिया है। मेरा रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर SP22BSE031 है। मेरे टॉपिक का नेम कंसेप्ट ऑफ गुड गवर्नेंस है, जिसका मतलब अच्छी हुक्मरानी है। हम अब आगे अपने टॉपिक की तरफ बढ़ते हैं। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। कंसेप्ट ऑफ गुड गवर्नेंस। Introduction. Recently, the term governance and good governance are being increasingly used in development literature. The concept of governance is not new. It is as old as human civilization. Simply put, governance means the process of decision making and the process by which decisions are implemented. Governance can be used in several contexts such as corporate governance, international governance, national governance, and local governance. Government is one of the actors in governance. Other factors involved in governance vary depending on the level of government that is under discussion. Characteristic: good governance, transparent, accountable, follows rule of law, responsive, equitable and inclusive, consequence oriented. Transparency. Transparency means that decisions taken and their enforcement are done in a manner that follows rules and regulations. It also means that information is freely available and directly accessible to those who will be affected by such decision and their enforcement. It also means that enough information is provided and that it is provided in easily understandable forms and media. Accountability. Accountability is a key requirement of good governance. Not only governmental institutions but also the private sector and civil society organization must be accountable to the public and to the institutional stakeholders. Who is accountable to whom vary depending on whether decisions or actions taken are internal or external to an organization or institution. In general, an organization or an institution is accountable to those who will be affected by its decisions or actions. Accountability cannot be enforced without transparency and the rule of law. Rule of law, responsiveness. Good governance requires fair legal frameworks that are enforced impartially. It also requires full protection of human rights, particularly those of minorities. Impartial enforcement of laws requires an independent, judiciary, and impartial and incorruptible police force. Second heading point is good governance requires that institution and process try to serve all stakeholders within a reasonable time frame. Equality and inclusiveness, consequence oriented. The first heading point: a society well-being depends on ensuring that all its members feel that they have a stake in it and do not feel excluded from the mainstream of society. This requires all groups, but particularly the most vulnerable, have opportunities to improve and maintain their well-being. The second heading point is good governance requires meditation of the different interests in society to reach a broad consequence in society on what is in the best interest of the whole community and how this can be achieved. It also requires a broad and long-term perspective on what is needed for sustainable human development and long to achieve the goals of such development. This can only result from an understanding of the historical, cultural and social contents of a given society or community. Conclusion: from the above discussion, it should be clear that good governance is an ideal which is difficult to achieve in its totality. Very few countries and societies have come close to achieving good governance in its totality. However, to ensure sustainable human development, actions must be taken to work towards this ideal with the aim of making it a reality. Thanks for watching video.